Not on. It's not on. Is yours on?
Welcome to Trek. No.
Welcome to track 2. Welcome to track 2. We got no microphones. We got no microphones.
No microphones.
No microphones. Good times. Thank you, John.
Had to turn them on. There we go.
Thank you. Welcome to track 2, everyone. We are about to start off here with the Mad Rollin Dolls A team versus Grand Raggidy A team. We're going to run down some rosters and then kick off this bout. Starting in blue with the gingham accents is the Dairyland Dolls A team. Number 010, A Magnitude 10. Number 03, One Hit Wanda. Number 1029, Black Velvet. Number 155, Lips Mecker. Number 222, Happy Go Lucky. Number 24 is Shantastic Mick Awesome. Number 255, Tipsy Velvet. Number 39 is Chairman Mao. Number 4 is Mouse. Number 5388 is Dark Horse. Number 565 is Block Ness Monster. Number 80 is Thrill Show. Number 847 is Hello Sailor. And number 9 is Shenanigans. They are joined on the bench today by Pretty Reckless and Blitz Siren.
And now introducing Grand Raggidy Roller Derby. Roller All-Stars. Number 00, Bet Mangler. Number 02, Double Clutch. Number 14, Gypsy Rose. And number 15, Ash Ketchum. Number 17, Ultra Fox. Number 22, Peach Clobber. Number 29, Hawaiian Punch. Number 45, Jinja Ninja. Number 69, Bitty Bitty Bang Bang. Number 74, BB Queen. Number 75, Vanasty. And number 77, Lucy Morals. Number 83, Ringo Death Star. Number 91, Sugar Pants. And they are joined on the bench by Coach Little HaHa and Luda Leveler.
Less than 30 seconds until Derby. Exciting matchup here on track 2. Dairyland Dolls currently ranked number 43. Grand Raggidy ranked number 73. It's been a while since these two teams have skated against each other, so it'll be an interesting bout to watch.
Yes, it will. And we are underway with our first jam of this bout between Mad Rollin Dolls and Grand Raggidy Roller Derby.
Black Velvet with a star first for Madison, lining up against Lucy Morals for Grand Raggidy. Black Velvet slicing through the front, going to the middle, and now up the inside. Lead jammer going to Black Velvet and the Dairyland Dolls. Star pass handed off to the pivot. Number 45, that is Jinja Ninja. Black Velvet through on one scoring pass. Or, excuse me, no. On her initial scoring pass. Track cut being called on the jammer for Grand Raggidy. It sends Jinja Ninja to the penalty box. This is a power jam for Madison and the Dairyland Dolls. It is an all-about derby power jam. Black Velvet working away at the defense up at the front of the pack. 5 points in the sky for the Dairyland Dolls as the jammer returns to. I thought that was the blocker. Now she's in. Okay. Black Velvet being recycled by number 00, Bet Mangler.
Black Velvet working her way through that Grand Raggidy wall, able to get through and scores 5 more points.
recycle back courtesy of Thrill Show Lipsmacker and a magnitude 10. Apex jump denied, though, by the defense of Grand Raggidy.
Ginger Ninja still struggling to get through the Madison wall.
And that jam comes to its natural conclusion. Score stands at the end of that jam. 19 points put up by the Mad Rollin Dolls. Dairyland Dolls, 4 points for Grand Raggidy, 19-4.
Dark Horse jamming for Madison, and Ultra Fox out there for Grand Raggidy.
Dark Horse working her way up against the defense as Shenanigans posting up in that defensive wall. Ultra Fox working against that braced 2 wall, and now it's turning into a bit of a square-ish thing. Penalties, direction of gameplay going to number 29, the captain. That is going to be Hawaiian Punch, as Dark Horse threw on her first pass 5 points for the Dairyland Dolls. Penalty also picked up by Hello Sailor, sending her to the Rydell penalty box. And a low block picked up by number 17, Ultra Fox, sending her to the penalty box. Lucky for her, she handed off that jammer star to her pivot, Ash Ketchum, who is now the new jammer for Grand Raggidy. Huge hit by Block Ness, sending her to the inside of Apex 1.
And that's another 5 points in the air for Dark Horse.
And unfortunately, back block picked up by Hello Sailor, sending her back to the Rydell penalty box. But Dark Horse able to get through and pick up 5 more points for the Dairyland Dolls. I do love me a good push or a whip.
Picking up 5 more points to Dark Horse. Actually, 4 more points. Ash Ketchum makes her way through, picks up 4 points.
Dark Horse getting stymied in the back of the pack by Grand Raggidy's defense, as that jam comes to a conclusion. 2 more points put up by Grand Raggidy. A 24-point jam by Dark Horse and the Dairyland Dolls brings our score to Dairyland Dolls 43, Grand Raggidy 10.
That's 2 jams for Grand Raggidy and 2 star passes.
Smart strategy, though, on their side. Chairman Mao with a star on the side of Madison, going up against Ginger Ninja, jammer for Grand Raggidy. Grand Raggidy losing players and having to bridge out. Chairman Mao picking up lead jam status for Madison. Both jammers recycled back to the jam line.
Ginger Ninja is still struggling. Actually, both jammers are still struggling behind those defensive walls.
Skip around by Chairman Mao, though, on the outside. Picks her 5 points for the Dairyland Dolls. Star pass to the pivot on the side of Grand Raggidy, now in the clutches of Peach Cobbler. Forearm sending Tipsy Velvet to the Rydell penalty box, and a big hit. Direction of gameplay going to Grand Raggidy blocker. Nice footwork and spinning by the jammer for Grand Raggidy, sneaking her through on the inside line. 4 points for them on that pass. Back,
Back block.
back block assessed to Thrill Show at the very end of that jam, sending her to the Rydell penalty box. Rydell penalty box getting a little bit of action the last couple jams.
Yeah, it's been a little bit busy.
A little busy over there. So an 18-point jam for Chairman Mao and the Dairyland Dolls, bringing our score to Grand Raggidy 14, Mad Rollin Dolls 61.
Looks like Mouse is out there for Mad Rollin Dolls, along with Lucy Morals. This is Lucy Morals' second jam of the game.
Mouse, a longtime jammer for the Dairyland Dolls, an original skater with Madison and the DDs. But out as lead jammer, that is Lucy Morals with Grand Raggidy.
And that is going to be the first lead for Grand Raggidy today, as she calls that off.
Grand Raggidy picking up 4 points and zeroing out the DDs on that jam.
Shantastic McAwesome is out there for the Mad Rollin Dolls. It's going to be Ultra Fox number 17 for Grand Raggidy. This is her second jam. Shantastic is around on the inside, and she is able to pick up lead jam. I'm not sure what that call was. Shantastic making her way around on a score pass.
And she picks up 2 before calling it off. 2-0 jam. Mad Rollin Dolls 63, Grand Raggidy 18. Next up on the jam line, Black Velvet returns for the Dairyland Dolls, going up against Ginger Ninja for Grand Raggidy. Ginger Ninja battling against Block Ness in the back. She picks up a forearm, sending her to the Rydell penalty box. Lead jam status going to Madison and Black Velvet. Ginger Ninja getting hung up on the inside of the pack. Nice juking by Ginger Ninja, getting her through.
It's Hawaiian punch hence to the penalty box for a direction of gameplay.
Black Velvet picking up 2 points for the Dairyland Dolls, adding to the total, 65-18. Black Velvet currently 2 for 2, lead jammer, and picking up 21 points so far. Dark Horse returning to the jam line, lining up against Lucy Morals for Grand Raggidy.
Each team starting this jam with a blocker in the box. Block Nest Monster just joining their pack.
No pack called, allowing Dark Horse the opening she needs to pick up lead jam status and get out of the pack. Blocker for Grand Raggidy, number 00, Bet Mangler, heading to the Rydell penalty box. It's like 4A something, I'm sure.
And after that jam, Madison looking at 67. Grand Raggidy scores 18.
Chairman Mao on the line for the Dairyland Dolls, and Ultra Fox back for Grand Raggidy. No pass, no penalty. Chairman Mao out first, but not lead jammer. That is still up for grabs. And Mouse slicing through that pack on her first scoring pack, picking up 5 points.
Lead still up for grabs. Ultra Fox struggling to get through that Mad Rollin's Dolls wall.
A Magnitude 10 picking up a multiplayer block, sending her to the Rydell penalty box.
Ringo Death Star was trying to create some offense for Ultra Fox. Had to back out of it.
And Ultra Fox picking up lead jammer, immediately calling it off, stopping the bleeding from happening. DD's picking up 13 points on that jam, extending their lead to 80. Grand Raggidy 18. And it looks like Shenanigans, the pivot for Madison, did pick up a penalty at the very end of that jam.
That's going to be a 19-0 run for the Mad Rollin Dolls. Mouse is through, and she's the lead jammer for the Mad Rollin Dolls. Ginger Ninja out there for Grand Raggidy. Mouse is working hard against that Grand Raggidy wall.
Duck around the outside. Ginger Ninja picking up 4 points. And Mouse calling it off, picking up 4 points. So a 4-4 jam, even Stevens, both sides. Want to encourage you to head to Pita Brothers for an exciting Mediterranean and American flavor combinations. Receive 25% off your order when you show your badge or ticket stub for BrewHaHa. Located near the Marquette University campus, Pita Brothers is located at 1614 West Wisconsin Avenue. Shantastic McAwesome with the star for the Dairyland Dolls. Up against Lucy Morals for Grand Raggidy.
Ringo Death Star, Sugar Pants, Double Clutch, and Gypsy Rose forming the wall for Grand Raggidy.
Really nice braced, kind of 2 to 3 wall. Thrill Show going up to try to play some offense. But a track cut being called. Track cut being called on Happy Go Lucky, and then a forearm on Thrill Show as the DDs lose skaters to the Rydell penalty box. Only one hit Wanda on the track as
Lucy Morrill's coming around to scoring pass. She's the lead jammer.
Lip smacker and one hit Wanda just trying to hold back Lucy Morrill's in the back. She is now through for 5 points. Whistles being blown. That is going to now be a penalty called on the pivot. One hit Wanda, sending her to the Rydell penalty box. Beautiful spin on the end of the straightaway. Lucy Morals picks up 5 more points for Grand Raggidy. And Thrill Show picking up another, her 4th penalty. That is going to be a back block. And timeout being called by the Dairyland Dolls.
That was a 14-point jam by Lucy Morals. That was the biggest jam of the day for Grand Raggidy. Lucy Morals, 14 points. Bringing the score, Mad Rollin Dolls 84, Grand Raggidy 36.
This gives us a lovely chance to talk about our friends at All About Derby. It is a skater-owned and operated brick-and-mortar store by Laura Lulu Bye-Bye Baby Shevnak of the Bath City Roller Girls. Guess what? We are now mobile. Don't have to skate If you don't have a skate shop near you, that's just fine. You can come on into their location. If you are interested in team sponsorship, message them through their All About Derby page on Facebook for more information. The end of that team timeout coming to an end. Black Velvet with a star for the Dairyland Dolls going up against Ash Ketchum for Grand Raggidy. And Black Velvet out for Lee Jammer.
Ash Ketchum out there jamming for Grand Raggidy. Pack is really moving fast.
Pack flying now as Black Velvet speeding it up. Beautiful work on the inside line. Lucy Morals through for, that's Ash Ketchum for 4 points. And a big hit on the end of the apex before Black Velvet calls it off, picking up 4 points. 4-4 jam.
Okay.
Mad Rollin Dolls 88, Grand Raggidy 40. Dark Horse on the line for the Dairyland Dolls. Lining up against Ultra Fox. Like the battle of the animals.
Dairyland Dolls 1 blocker short starting this jam.
Great defense by the Dairyland Dolls, holding up Ultra Fox in back. Dark Horse out as Lee Jammer status. Ultra Fox with a sneaky star pass to the pivot of Grand Raggidy. Now Peach Cobbler is your new jammer. Thank you. Yep. And a huge hit by Peach Clobber onto Lip Smacker. The very end of that, picking up 2 more points for Grand Raggidy.
Lead jam goes. Dairyland Dolls have had it 10 times. Grand Raggidy's only had it twice. Reflexing the score.
Chairman Mao on the line, now working up against a short pack up front. Lead jam status going to Chairman Mao and the Dairyland Dolls as Lucy Morals working up against that wall of Thrill Show and Happy Go Lucky. Unfortunately, a elbow going to Happy Go Lucky, sending her to the Rydell penalty box. And Mao picking up 4 points. Score Grand Raggidy 42, Mad Rollin Dolls 96. Mao. Lucy, I believe it was.
It was Lucy.
Welcome. Mouse taking the line for the Dairyland Dolls in the blue and the gingham. Ginger Ninja for Grand Raggidy in the white and the teal? Aqua?
Yes, teal.
I love that teal. And Mouse almost making it around that outside, but getting recycled back by the pivot Hawaiian Punch, who is also the jammer. Whistling. A track cut being assessed to the jammer, Ginger Ninja. That creates a power jam in favor of the Dairyland Dolls and Mouse, and all about Derby Power Jam. And Mouse through, picking up a RollerCon Grand Slam. Mouse working on her way through. Patient jamming with the help of her offense. That is another RollerCon Grand Slam for the Dairyland Dolls. And right around the outside, untouched, another RollerCon Grand Slam. And with a sneak around the outside of her own, Jinja Ninja returned from the right L penalty box. And calling off the jam there, 2 more points for Madison, putting 22 points up on that jam. That brings our score to Mad Rollin Dolls 118, Grand Raggidy 42. That is Mouse's second biggest, well, it's a 22-point jam. It is the second biggest jam of today. I believe only stopped by a 24-point jam from Dark Horse earlier. Shantastic McAwesome with the star for Dairyland Dolls.
Ultra Fox is out there for Grand Raggidy.
And Shantastic McAwesome around the outside with the juke, picking up a 5-point natural RollerCon Grand Slam.
And there's another 5-point RollerCon Grand Slam. And a big hit from Shantastic to Ultra Fox.
Ultra Fox going to try to play some Jammer D and says, nah, I'm not down for that. That star pass has been completed to the pivot. That is now Bet Mangler, your new jammer for Grand Raggidy. And with that, Shantastic McAwesome putting up 4 more points, bringing that jam to a 19-0 jam in favor of the Dairyland Dolls. Timeout being called, an official timeout being called on the side of Grand Raggidy.
Yep. Zang Kia, Sun Kia. Head to Zang Kia, Sun Kia Vietnamese restaurant for 15% off of your entire bill, featuring banh mi, sandwiches, and pho noodles. Zang Kia is Milwaukee's source for the freshest Vietnamese cuisine. Show your BrewHaHa badge to receive this exclusive discount offer. Zang Kia is located at 222 West Wells Drive. And Rivalry Sports Bar BrewHaHa brunch special offered on Saturday and Sunday with free Bloody Marys and free mimosas for all participants and fans at Rivalry Sports Bar on the river downtown. Post hashtag BrewHaHa brunch to Facebook or Twitter and receive an extra 10% off your bill. Rivalry is located in the 3rd Ward at 223 North Water Street.
Free mimosas and Bloody Marys.
Yes, free.
Use that hashtag. Good stuff. So as this official review continues, we'll tell you about our friends from Brew's Skate Strap Skates. Just don't quite fit right. Don't let the foot or heel slippage mess with your game. Check out Brew's Skate Straps. They wrap around your boot and plate and keep your feet in place so you can improve agility. Be better with Brew's Skate Straps.
That review was a Blue requested a forearm on the white jammer. It was not upheld.
So I believe the official review was called by White. So White is now does not retain their official review for the first half.
Right.
Black Velvet on the line for the Dairyland Dolls. And that is going to be Ash Ketchum. Black Velvet around, picking up lead jam. That is the 6th lead jam in a row for the Dairyland Dolls. Happy Go Lucky picking up a forearm, sending her to the Rydell penalty box. Black Velvet through on her first RollerCon Grand Slam and getting met on the inside line by the wall of Grand Raggidy defense, recycling all the way back to almost the jam line. Low block being picked up by Shenanigans, sending her to the Rydell penalty box as the Dairyland Dolls lose a skater. And that is going to be a track cut assessed to the jammer for the Mad Rollin Dolls Black Velvet. That is going to send her to the Rydell penalty box and create an all-about derby power jam for Grand Raggidy and their jammer, Ash Ketchum. But it's going to be a little do-si-do over in that Rydell penalty box. Dun, 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 dun. And they're both back.
Velvet's back on the track, along with Lucy Morals.
Lucy going for that apex jump, but unfortunately meets up with Lipsmacker and Shenanigans. And Shenanigans pulling that track cut on the outside for Ash Ketchums. So that is going to start this next jam in an all-about derby power jam in favor of the Dairyland Dolls. Dairyland Dolls have been on a 55-6 run the last 6 jams. And they field Dark Horse to start out this all-about derby power jam. Dark Horse picking up lead jam status. Dark Horse in on her first scoring pass, slicing through, picking up a 5-point RollerCon Grand Slam.
And Lucy Morals is through as number 91 Sugar Pants heads to the penalty box. Grand Raggidy has been scoreless for the last 5 jams in a row.
Dairyland Dolls putting up 8 points on that last jam, bringing our score to 155. Dairyland Dolls, Grand Raggidy All-Stars 42, with just over 3 minutes left to go in this first half of gameplay. If you're looking for something to do at halftime, you should go check out our friends at Derby Warehouse. They have a lovely coupon for 20% off. You can use code BREW20. It expires the 16th, but they're also here on the Vendor Village. Check them out. But check out Chairman Mao.
She is through, and she's got the lead jammer position again for the Mad Rollin Dolls. Jinja Ninjas out there for Grand Raggidy.
Chairman Mao entering hard, using her own teammate for that whip and push, picking up 2 points. Ash Ketchum returning to the jam line, lining up against Mouse.
No.
Mouse working against that short pack of Grand Raggidy defense as the Dairyland Dolls reform in front, holding Ash Ketchum.
Ash Ketchum forced all the way back by the Mad Rollin Dolls. Has to come back up against their defense again.
High block being assessed to blocker Sugar Pants from Grand Raggidy. Also a forearm being assessed to Happy Go Lucky earlier in the jam, sending them both to the Rydell penalty box. Both jammers grinding away at these brace two walls as they reform.
Blue gets their blocker back. Happy Go Lucky.
And it takes over a full minute for Mouse to get lead jam status. Mouse slicing in there. Big hit by Happy Go Lucky on the outside. Hello Sailor working on Ash Ketchum's in the back as Mouse trying to get some offensive help, some patience up there.
Ash coming up against a solid wall for the Mad Rollin Dolls as Hawaiian Punch was trying to create some offense. Didn't happen.
That jam comes to an end, a 9-0 jam in favor of the Dairyland Dolls. 166 Dairyland Dolls to 42 Grand Raggidy. That brings us, no it doesn't, we have an official review. Don't go anywhere yet. There might be time left on the clock. Yep, there's 1 second. You wanted to go to get a snack? Not yet. Not yet.
Yeah. Head over to 42 Lounge. Want to celebrate your big win with a drink? Head to 42 Lounge. Great drink specials. Get a PBR, Miller Lite, or High Life with a shot of Tullamore Dew for $5. And $1 off specialty cocktails all weekend for anyone who shows their ticket stub or badge. So you can go too, Allie.
I plan to. I plan to.
42 Lounge is located at 326 East Mason Street. That's 326 East Mason Street, 42 Lounge. BB's, build a breakfast, build a burger. There's something for everyone. Build a breakfast, build a burger. You dream it, we build it. Get 10% off your meal all day when you mention BrewHaHa. Happy hour specials from 3 p.m. to 6 p.m. feature buy one, get one free appetizers, rail drinks, and call drinks. BB's is located 633 West Wisconsin Avenue. That's BB's, build a breakfast, build a burger.
Oh my gosh, what would you put on your build a breakfast burger? Avocado.
Build a
cheese, yes, good beans? No.
I just heard cheese curds.
Cheese curds, yes.
Cheese
like a poutine breakfast sandwich. All right.
Tomato. Lettuce.
Sure. Yeah.
Eggs.
Yeah. And cheese. More cheese. I can't wait to go there and go build my breakfast sandwich. It'd be amazing. We're just going to wait here to get clarification, but we may not get it. That official review was brought to you by Blue challenging the penalty on number 80. That was not turned around. That penalty was upheld, and they lose their official review for the first half.
But it gets us another jam.
Woohoo!
At the end of the first half.
Shantastic McAwesome with the star for the Dairyland Dolls. Ultra Fox for Grand Raggidy. A cute little hop, skip, and a jump from Shantastic McAwesome on the inside line, picking up lead jam status for Madison. And Shan slicing through 2 points for the Dairyland Dolls. And that brings this first half to a conclusion. Please stay tuned. Don't go far. Visit some vendors, visit some food, grab a beer or something else, or a breakfast sandwich. Bring me one. And we'll see you back in like 14 minutes for the second half. See ya.
Thank you for helping me so much. I was horrible. It was one of the worst calls I've ever done in my entire life.
Hey, guess what?
That was bad.
You have a whole second half, and it's not. There's room for improvement. It's fine.
Yeah.
It's fine. I know it's the first like all the weekend is like you're like. And we are getting ready to start this second half of Madison versus Grand Raggidy. That first half was wild. Madison getting into some penalty trouble. Happy Go Lucky currently sitting with 4 penalties, and Thrill Show sitting with 5. Grand Raggidy doing a fantastic job of keeping their penalties in check.
Yeah, the last time I can remember Grand Raggidy penalties this low at the half, it was probably several years ago.
They're doing great work today. Doing great work.
Outstanding.
Dairyland Dolls going on a 10 lead jam run at the end of that first half. Grand Raggidy excited to see what they come out in the second half with, what kind of adjustments for that second half.
And they are going to bring it sounds like.
After this game on track 2, we are going to see the Mad Rollin Dolls B team versus the Fox Cities. Exciting times. And over on track 1, I believe they're getting ready to kick off Minnesota. Nice versus the Kalamazoo Derby Darlings B team. So much roller derby, fun times.
And this is just the beginning.
Just
the first day.
Dun dun dun. So they're starting in a. They're not starting in a. Okay. For some reason I thought they were.
We still got 30 seconds. 30 seconds.
Dairyland Dolls putting out Dark Horse as their jammer to start off this second half. Grand Raggidy putting out Ultra Fox. Dark Horse putting up 24 points, or a 24-point jam in the first half. Their current lead point scorer for Madison with 38 points.
Yeah, every time Dark Horse was out there in the first half, she got lead jam. And she's working her way on the inside now. Coming up against Ringo Death Star. Sugar Pants.
Multiplayer block being called on White 9.
Number 9, that's Shenanigans. It's headed to the penalty box. Oh, White 9?
He called him White 9 instead of Blue 9. Oh. Yeah, and then he gave her an in-sub.
He did.
Dark Horse around for a second scoring pass. Star pass handed off to the pivot on the side of Grand Raggidy. Now your jammer, Jinja Ninja.
Jinja Ninja round on the outside, picks up 4 points.
Slicing through as Dark Horse has 1 to beat up front, now through for 4 points for Madison.
Sugar Pants had to let her go. Risk an out-of-play penalty. Jinja Ninja struggling against that Madison wall.
Yeah, that is a formidable wall of Happy Go Lucky and Block Ness. But around the outside she goes, and 4 points goes to Grand Raggidy.
Dark Horse calls that off. She picks up 1 more point on that pass, bringing the score 187. Mad Rollin Dolls to 50. Grand Raggidy.
And Grand Raggidy ending that scoring drought that they experienced at the end of the first half, putting up 8 points and starting off this second half on the right foot skate. There you go. 11 jam. Chairman Mao jamming for the Dairyland Dolls, lining up against Lucy Morals for Grand Raggidy All-Stars.
Chairman Mao making her way on the round on the inside. She is your lead jammer.
Chairman Mao skating with the Mad Rollin Dolls for a season, then heading out to Portland to train with Rose City. And she came back to us. Looks like that training worked out for her.
Definitely
And
paying
us.
off now.
And that jam is called off. Lucy picking up a few more. Nope, 0 points on that, unfortunately. No pass, no penalty on that last pass of hers. 9 points for the Dairyland Dolls. Brings our score to DD's 196. Grand Raggidy 50.
Mad Rollin Dolls continuing their lead domination in the second half. So that's now 12 jams in a row for the Mad Rollin Dolls. Getting lead jam.
Forearm being assessed to Hello Sailor, sending her to the Rydell penalty box.
Ultra Fox out there for Grand Raggidy. Mouse is out there for Mad Rollin Dolls.
Mouse working her way up against Hawaiian Punch up front. Lead jam status going to Madison and Mad Rollin Dolls and Mouse.
Ultra Fox still struggling against that Mad Rollin wall.
And Ultra Fox taking off that star, stashing it, but then handing it to Peach Cobbler, who becomes the new jammer for Grand Raggidy. Jam is called 5 points for Mad Rollin Dolls.
Peach got that one.
Ash Ketchum returning to the jam line for Grand Raggidy, lining up against Shantastic McAwesome. Oh, never mind. It's Ginger Ninja. Surprise.
We're full of surprises today.
Surprise, Ginger Ninja.
Yes, that's what makes her a ninja. Shantastic McAwesome getting pushed back by Bet Mangler. Has to recycle all the way back.
Big hit to the inside from Lipsmacker, allowing Shantastic McAwesome to get out lead. And Shantastic McAwesome calling it off, picking up 2 points. But Grand Raggidy sneaking in for that 1 point.
So the score stands. Mad Rollin Dolls 203. Grand Raggidy 51.
Lucy Morrells returning to the jam line for Grand Raggidy, lining up against Black Velvet or Madison.
Black Velvet making short work of that wall, able to get through, and she picks up lead jam once again, continuing that streak for Madison. The last 15 jams have been all lead for the Mad Rollin Dolls.
Lucy being recycled back by Shenanigans. Black Velvet through for another RollerCon Grand Slam.
Lucy Morrells again being cycled back again by Tipsy Velvet, as Black Velvet makes her way around for another pass.
And a star pass has been passed and completed to the pivot for Grand Raggidy. Gypsy Rose is your new jammer. Or not now. We have a timeout being called on the side of Grand Raggidy. That gives us time to talk about our friends at Adam Skates. They have the Pilot Falcon plates now available in colors. 6 color options with 16-degree truck action. the perfect mix of agility and stability. Check them out at the Atom booth here or at www.atomskates.com. That's a hit roller con.
There's no derby event like it. 8 full-time tracks, every sponsor, over 100 coaches, seminars, workshops, several events, 24-hour pool, and the year's biggest parties with thousands of your new best friends. It's Roller Derby Island in Las Vegas every summer. RollerCon 2017 is July 26th through the 30th. It's rollercon.com, #RollerCon.
Are you going to RollerCon, Daddy?
I can't make it this year.
No.
Going to be busy. How about you?
I am.
Oh, that's fantastic. I'm jealous.
Come to RollerCon. Good times.
It looks like Dark Horse is back out there. She's 6 for 6 out of these jams, picking up lead, and she's got 57 points on the day. Amazing.
Current high scorer for Mad Rollin' Dolls. Multiplayer block going to Lipsmacker, sending her to the Rydell penalty box. Whistle going to... That is going to Thrill Show. Multiplayer block, sending her to the penalty box. They keep saying right for Mad Rollin' Dolls blockers. They keep saying right blockers. That's why they're getting insubs and shit.
Ultra Fox is your lead jammer. She's just the first lead jam Grand Raggidy's had in the last 16 jams. And that is a RollerCon Grand Slam. First one in a long time for Grand Raggidy.
And Ultra Fox colliding with One Hit Wanda and a Magnitude 10.
Thank you.
And with that, Dark Horse released from the penalty box, and that jam is called. Grand Raggidy putting up 8 points on that jam.
First lead for Grand Raggidy in the last 16, and it was due to the All About Derby Power Jam.
Chairman Mao on the line for Madison, lining up against Gypsy Rose, number 14.
And the previous jam was the first scoreless jam for the Mad Rollin' Dolls in the last 15.
And Chairman Mao threw for her first RollerCon Grand Slam as she tiptoes around the outside of the straightaway for second pass of RollerCon Grand Slams.
Bet Mangler and Vanasty are working against Chairman Mao, has to force her back.
And a low block being assessed to Happy Go Lucky, sending her to the Rydell penalty box. That is going to be her 5th penalty. And that is going to be a low block assessed to Bet Mangler of Grand Raggidy, sending her to the Rydell penalty box as the packs are losing players, but the defense is still hot and hard.
Chairman Mao around the outside. She's got another RollerCon Grand Slam. As Chairman Mao is headed to the penalty box for a back block, this is going to bring up an All About Derby Power Jam. Or it looks like Jinja Ninja and Grand Raggidy.
Yeah, star has been passed from Gypsy Rose to Jinja Ninja. Now your jammer for Grand Raggidy, and a All About Derby Power Jam in favor of Grand Raggidy.
This is going to bring up a Power Jam start for Grand Raggidy on the next jam.
First Power Jam start? Ooh. That jam, a 25-point jam, was the high jam of the game so far. And with that, Chairman Mao takes over the lead scoring position for the Dairyland Dolls with a total of 71 points. So starting off this power jam, though, we have Lucy Morals wearing the star and quickly picking up lead jam. That is 2 lead jams for Grand Raggidy in this second half as Chairman Mao exits the penalty box and is deposited to the inside of the apex. Recycled back as Lucy Morals battles against the defense of the Dairyland Dolls up front.
And making her way on the inside is Chairman Mao. Getting through the pack, Lucy Morrill's still kind of stuck. Able to break it through and gets 5 points on a grand slam.
Forearm picked up by a magnitude 10, sending her to the Rydell penalty box at the very end of that jam. That is going to have the Dairyland Dolls start in a number disadvantage for the next jam.
How many? 62? 63.
Mouse on the line for the Dairyland Dolls, lining up against Ultra Fox. It's a game of fox and mouse, if you will. And one hit left at the end. Bet Mangler lead jammer going to Madison and Mouse.
Ultra Fox struggling against the Mad Rollin Dolls wall. As Mouse makes her way through again for a All About Derby Power Jam. I'm sorry, RollerCon Grand Slam.
And Mouse calling it off at the end there, picking up 1 more point, bringing that total 6-0 jam. Mad Rollin Dolls sitting at 252, Grand Raggidy 63.
Thank you.
Shantastic Make Awesome on the line for the Dairyland Dolls, lining up against Ginger Ninja. I mean, I think it's like a battle of the gingers out there right now for jamming.
Yeah, it looks like it.
What the fuck? No pack being called. Some whistles are being blown. A forearm being assessed to Shantastic Mick Awesome of the Dairyland Dolls, sending her to the Rydell penalty box, making this an all-about Derby power jam in favor now of Grand Raggidy and Ginger Ninja. Also making this a 2-minute jam.
And this is going to go the full 2 minutes. All about Derby Power Jam.
Ginger Ninja trying to do some star pass attempts, but getting recycled back by Shenanigans.
Doing a little juking on the inside, trying to make her way through on the inside. Ginger Ninja, as Shantastic hits the track again, is able to get through
on her initial pass. Star has been passed off on the side of Grand Raggidy to the pivot now. Gypsy Rose is your jammer. And Shantastic Mick Awesome through for a 5-point RollerCon Grand Slam, natural style. Ooh, big hit by Shan on the defense, but answered by a beautiful apex jump. 4 points in the sky for Gypsy Rose. Beautiful.
Yeah.
Grand Raggidy locking down the defense up front from Hawaiian Punch, Ginger Ninja. Vanasti and Double Clutch doing great work on the end of that jam. That 2-minute jam only elicited 8 points and 6 points. So good on you, defense. Good on you.
Great defense, both teams on that particular jam.
Shout out to our friends at Rydell Skates. They are the proud sponsor of the Midwest BrewHaHa. Visit the Rydell booth to try on the all-new Solaris. The Rydell Solaris, the performance you demand, the comfort you have been missing. Black Velvet on the line for the Dairyland Dolls up against Lucy Morals.
Full complement of skaters on the track.
Forearm being assessed to number 83, Ringo Death Star. Sending her to the Rydell penalty box. More whistles.
Black Velvet making her way around on her scoring pass. She is your lead jammer.
Low block assessed to number 15, Ash Ketchum, sending her to the Rydell penalty box. As both packs short players. Black Velvet tries to get another pass in, but great defense from Peach Clobber and number 91, Sugar Pants, holding that last pass to 0-0.
Lining up on the jam line is Dark Horse for the Mad Rollin Dolls and Ultra Fox for Grand Raggidy. 2 blockers in the box for Grand Raggidy, 1 for Madison. Ringo Death Star is joining the wall as they were able to keep Dark Horse out from getting lead just momentarily as she jumps over on the inside and is able to pick up lead.
Bet Mangler picking up a forearm, sending her to the Rydell penalty box on that previous multiplayer, being assessed to a magnitude 10, sending her to the Rydell penalty box as Dark Horse back in for another scoring pass. And that is going to be a RollerCon Grand Slam for Dark Horse. Nice. And Ultra Fox breaking through on her initial.
Dark Horse skipping over the apex there, able to get around for another 4 points. Ultra Fox going up against that very difficult wall of the Mad Rollin Dolls.
She doesn't have the helmet cover on, which is not smart. She's not going to get any of those penalties, points.
Yeah. Well, that's been her lately.
Ultra Fox getting recycled back by Shenanigans and the Dairyland Dolls defense. Dark Horse still working up against the offense up front. A nice drive out and recycle back by Bet Mangler of Grand Raggidy. Grand Raggidy chipping away, adding some points to their total. Ginger Ninja with the star for Grand Raggidy, lining up against Chairman Mao for Madison. Multiplayer block being assessed to Gypsy Rose of Grand Raggidy, sending her to the Rydell penalty box. And a juke around the outside. That is a RollerCon Grand Slam for Chairman Mao.
She is our highest scorer for the Mad Rollin Dolls today with a total of 76.
Big hit by Chairman Mao as she enters that pack, slicing through, picking up 5 points.
As just as Thrill Show's headed to the penalty box.
And Thrill Show, unfortunately, that is going to be her 7th penalty. That is going to be a multiplayer block. that is going to have her foul out of the game. You'll see her later tonight against Houston.
That's going to be a fantastic game. Houston and Madison.
They have played each other before. It's going to be a good one. Mouse on the line for Madison. Lucy Morals for Grand Raggidy. Lucy around the outside, almost making it. But both jammers getting hung up. Whistles being blown. Mouse picks up a blocking while down penalty, sending her to the Rydell penalty box. That makes this an all-about Derby Power Jam in favor of Grand Raggidy. Lead jam going to Lucy Morals. Grand Raggidy flushing up to play offense as Lucy Morals swings through the pack. 1 to beat. That is shenanigans, but 5 points. A RollerCon Grand Slam going up for Lucy Morals and Grand Raggidy.
Mouse is back on the track. Trying to make her way through. This is going to be her initial pass. Mouse has got 46 points on the day. Third in line for the high scorers for the Mad Rollin Dolls.
Direction of gameplay being assessed to Bitty Bitty Bang Bang of Grand Raggidy, sending her to the Rydell penalty box. Looks like another penalty being assessed to Bet Mangler as Mouse pulls those penalties and gets out on her initial pass. 4 points more put up by Grand Raggidy on that. A 9-0 jam in favor of Grand Raggidy.
Not too many scoreless jams today for the Mad Rollin Dolls.
But that was one of them. But 6.5 minutes left to go in this bout. Shantastic McAwesome on the line for Madison. Ginger Ninja for Grand Raggidy. The battle of the gingers. And we are on an official timeout. Oh, a team timeout, in fact. That would be a team timeout brought to you by Grand Raggidy. It gives us time to talk about our friend Dr. Eric Peifel of the Orthopedic Institute of Wisconsin and Mosh. They wish you a safe BrewHaHa. They are here for all of your injuries on and off the track. Check them out. Trackside between tracks 1 and 2.
Classic slicing. I don't think we've gotten this yet. Also brought to you by Classic Slice. Head to Classic Slice for the best pizza in Milwaukee. Specialties including build your own gluten-free or vegan pizzas. Buy the slice means Classic Slice offers something for everyone. Show your BrewHaHa badge or ticket stub and receive 15% off your entire meal. Classic Slice is located 2797 South Kinnickinnick Avenue, 2797 South Kinnickinnick Avenue in the Bayview neighborhood.
Kinnickinnick Avenue. So this next jam is going to get underway shortly. Ginger Ninja jamming for Grand Raggidy. Shantastic McAwesome for Madison. Shan working against a 2-wall up front of Ringo, Death Star, and Hawaiian Punch.
Getting some offensive help from One Hit Wanda.
Yep.
Able to get through with that help. She picks up lead jam. As One Hit Wanda heads to the penalty box.
That would be for failure to reform. Shantastic McAwesome slicing through, hitting hard. And she picks up 3 points for Madison, 0 for Grand Raggidy. with just over 5 minutes left to go. Grand Raggidy fielding Lucy Morals as their jammer. Madison with Black Velvet, one sitting in the penalty box. And Grand Raggidy says, "No, we'll take the front." Black Velvet through, your lead jammer for Dairyland Dolls. Star pass on the side of Grand Raggidy to the pivot Gypsy Rose. And Black Velvet picking up 4 points on that jam and calling it a day.
Dark Horse lining up for Madison. He's going up against Ultra Fox for Grand Raggidy.
Ultra Fox and Dark Horse trying lines, switching, taking each other's spots, trying the other lines. Now they're just in the middle of it all.
Just kind of going down into a heap there was Ultra Fox. Again, working hard against that Mad Rollin Dolls line. That is a strong defense right there. Grand Raggidy doing the same. Ringo Death Star, Hawaiian Punch, Bitty Bitty Bang Bang, Ash Ketchum.
Shenanigans looking to try to pull that track cut, but does not. But Dark Horse does pick up lead jam status for the Dairyland Dolls. Dark Horse on her scoring pass. And a lovely star pass on the side of Grand Raggidy to their pivot, Ash Ketchum. And Dark Horse picking up another RollerCon Grand Slam at the end of that jam. It brings our score to 309. Madison, Grand Raggidy 81 with just under 3 minutes left in the game.
Jinja Ninja on the jam line for Grand Raggidy. Chairman Mao, the high scorer for Madison today, is on the jam line. Chairman Mao just blasting through that defense. Grand Raggidy able to recoup as Bet Mangler pushes her out, and she has to recycle all the way back behind both lines. Jinja Ninja struggling to get through as Chairman Mao gets through on the inside, picking up lead jam.
Able to pick up a lot of speed with being recycled back like that. But Chairman Mao with a push from Hoppy Go Lucky. That's 4 points. That puts up 4 more points for the Dairyland Dolls. Mouse on the line for Madison, lining up against Lucy Morals for Grand Raggidy.
Grand Raggidy held scoreless the last 5 jams.
She's been skating for Grand Raggidy for
the whole since they've been a league.
Wow.
Yeah.
So we have 2 league founders jamming against each other. Lucy Morals, one of the founders of Grand Raggidy. Mouse, one of the original members of Madison. Decades and decades of Derby. Lead jam status, though, goes to Lucy Morals of Grand Raggidy.
That pack is moving pretty fast.
Big pile up on turn 2. Mouse jumping that apex, thinking she got something. Unfortunately, the refs do not agree. 1 point on the board for Grand Raggidy's Troubles.
Yeah.
Black Velvet with the star for Madison. Gypsy Rose for Grand Raggidy as the clock ticks down. This is most likely, knock on wood, the last jam of the bout. Whistles being blown. High block called on 0-0 Bet Mangler. That is going to be her 5th penalty. Lead jam going to Black Velvet and Madison. Beautiful clear by Block Nest Monster on the inside. Black Velvet through for a 5-point roller con grand slam. And Gypsy Rose looking to play some defense as Black Velvet comes through. She is through on another 5-point pass.
Fancy footwork on the inside there by Black Velvet. Able to stay inside. Looked like she was going to lose her balance, but stayed on those skates and stayed in bounds.
And that back block sending Bet Mangler back to the Rydell penalty box for her 7th penalty of the game. And Happy Go Lucky also picking up a penalty, going to the Rydell penalty box. That will be her 6th of the game. Whistles being blown, forearms somewhere. A jammer is out, and Block Nest Monster is going to the penalty box.
And Black Velvet just keeps making her way around, getting roller con grand slams.
That jam is called off. A 20-point jam to end the bout. We are going to wait for the official final from the referees.
Who's up next here? Saturday. 2? No. At 3.
And that is our final. Grand Raggidy All-Stars 82. Your victors, the Mad Rollin Dolls, Dairyland Dolls A team with 333 points. I believe there's a cheer that Madison likes to cheer. There we go.
I think we're going to hear that cheer.
So stay tuned on track 2, coming up at just like not very far away. We are going to be seeing the Dairyland Dolls B team taking on the Fox City Roller Derby at 3 p.m. Stick around. You will not want to miss it. I've been Alligator.
And I'm Daddy Pants.
And Cecil helped us too around there.
Thanks, Cecil.
See you later.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.